TikTok. No, the fuck you not. No, the fuck you not.
So there has been a lot of things that was divulged today. In my opinion, though, did you hear anything that you felt like was a lie? That you wanted?
I didn't hear any of it.
So there's been a couple of questions asked, just about who sent whose information and what was sent. Anointed One said that you sent her Kiana's information, and she didn't send you anything about Kiana. Is that true?
I can prove that's a lie.
We've actually got a lot of screenshots today, so I wouldn't mind to wait here for that, since it is your platform. And also, they posted screenshots of your conversation, you in private too.
That's fine.
And it was a lot of different things, but yeah. So she did send you information about Kiana?
Like I said, I could prove that she's lying. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna prove that she's lying. I can prove that she's lying.
So did she send you information?
I can prove that she's lying.
But I'm asking, did she send you information about Kiana?
Again, I can prove she's lying. You make of that as you will, Braid King.
Okay, I will. There was other names that she named. She named about 3 people. Could you maybe name the 3 people whose information y'all exchanged to see if it lines up?
I haven't exchanged any information with anybody.
Who were some of the people that she gave you information on?
I choose not to answer that question again.
Okay. Who were some of the people that Tangi gave you information on?
I don't want to answer that one either.
Why did you decide to throw them under the bus that day then?
Evening of the playing field a bit. Food for thought. Y'all do the dishes.
So you said that it was just the evening of the playing field?
It's food for thought. Y'all do the dishes.
Do you think that you jumped the gun? Because you made the first move?
It wasn't my first move. It wasn't my last one either.
I don't think it was your last move, but you did make the first move.
No, I did not. The first move was made by them.
Which was what?
The Vigilante. That came after the Vigilante thing.
Right, but nobody knew any of those names or anything. Like,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So you think the first move was the Vigilante?
A lot of things about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Until you said it, though.
All is fair in love and war.
So you throwing them under the bus was you getting your lick back? Or could you look at it like kind of like maybe self-destruction a little bit on that case? Because
I don't see it as self-destruction.
If you threw these people out there and they didn't throw that out there yet, like Tangi didn't do nothing.
Well, I was supposed to wait on them to throw it out there while they're throwing out accusations and trying to tarnish my reputation.
Yeah.
Okay, Braid King, we're not look. If you want to have a conversation, we can do that. I just told you that it came after the Vigilante shit with Susu goes live and says,
right. But I'm asking you, where does Tangi come into that at? Like, like, because you went live and said that the people, you said Tangi, Carrie, maybe even one other person sends you information. That's why I'm asking you, like, you threw them under the bus without them, like,
she caught a stray.
Okay. See? Okay, now do you regret kind of throwing her in it?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Is there anything over this whole situation that you regret and that you want to take back?
Over this whole situation?
Yeah.
It depends on who it's regarding.
Billy and then the Bando girls.
The Bando girls, no.
Billy.
Yes.
What would you change?
What would I change? My reaction.
Which part of the reaction?
The initial reaction when she first came over to your page and she was so descriptive and making it sound like that I sexually assaulted her. I would change the people I confided in. That's what I would change.
Okay. And who would you take off the list of confidants?
All of them, except Sunset.
Even Our Heart as well? Or was she not somebody you confided in?
Our Heart wasn't a part of the conversation.
Okay, so everybody but Sunset. Sunset is the most loyalist right now.
Absolutely.
Okay. Is it true that those are the only two ladies that received the video?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me slow down. My bad. Yeah, let me slow down. Right. Let me remember. Right.
Thank you for the $10 W10s in the chat, y'all. Thank you for the $10. Thank you for the $10 W10s in the chat, y'all.
Here he go with this shit. Let me think of another. Is there anybody else that could be in the same position as Private and Carrie? No.
Team Bando's in the chat, y'all. Thank you for the $10. Appreciate it.
Okay. Do you think the other ladies are jealous of Sunset?
No, not at all. Not at all. Sunset doesn't have a position to be jealous of. Sunset is my friend. She's not TikTok. Sunset is not a gifter over here. She'll drop a gift every once in a while. She doesn't cash at me. She doesn't PayPal me. She doesn't Zelle me. My relationship with Sunset is not contingent upon, whether I do what they tell me to do or not.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that the sneeze? That's the sneeze they were talking about too. Okay. So I just got a couple more questions, Kevin.
Yeah, Sneeze is the general. Sneeze is the general.
Sneeze is a nigga, right?
He's the general in Bando.
So is it true?
He's all the way black.
Okay. Is it true that you started saying Private's name when she started sending you money?
I don't can't because
Hold on now.
Wait. Let me ask you. When I'm reading the cash apps and stuff, I'm just reading them. It's happened to not just her. It's happened to a lot of people. That's why I stopped using the names. That's why I just say W when the amount that they send, because they started targeting my gifters. That's why Carrie was a big Zelle, PayPal, a gifter over here. Private has sent me hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Noonie was a gifter over here. They were intentionally trying to get converse with all of the big gifters on my platform to try to pull them away from my platform. They intentionally were doing that. And until another gifter, God sent another gifter, took their place, was sending thousands of dollars in a day. She was sending thousands of dollars in a day. She was sending hundreds of dollars in a day at a time. $200, $300, $400 at a time.
Who was?
I'm not telling you. Think I would tell you that?
No, I didn't hear if you said boy fuck you. I didn't hear if you said it. Oh.
Think I'm gonna tell you that? You crazy as hell.
Yeah, because what was that person's name?
The hell you say?
I'm gonna be real with you. I am like I done took all my energy for this today. Is there anything else that you have to say in general? And if comic cousins, maybe if y'all have anything y'all want me to ask, I'm trying to do my part, but I'm so tired, Kev. Do you have anything else potentially while I'm over here to say anything? If you take it away after this, honestly.
No, I'm good. I'm cool in the fan. I'm not in the business of trying to convince people that's already got their minds made up. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that worth a shit. I would be a fool. There's no way in hell a heterosexual male can go up against all these damn platforms full of women. Do you still love her, Unc? I do.
You still love Billy?
I do. I just knew that it wasn't good for me and Billy to be together. But we were together almost a year. Have you ever been with somebody almost a year that you didn't love? Nobody does that.
Some people do. Do you regret sending? Do you regret? How did you say it earlier? the response to the blah blah blah? Do you regret maybe the?
I regret most the people that I confided in.
Right, that's what you said. But do you regret the way that you confided in those people? That's the question.
I regret confiding in them at all, regardless of the confidence. It doesn't matter the delivery of that confidence. I regret the confidence altogether.
But you don't regret the way.
Because Carrie is the one that was going to do the players ball for free.
Right, she said she was going to decorate it for you. She felt bad for, like, you feel me, swoop-de-whooped it, like everybody was on your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, she was the one that was going to do the players ball for free. So why they're the biggest gifters. She was going to do the players ball for free, and I would just screw them over, right? That makes sense to you? That makes sense to you?
I mean, no, I don't think it was over. Like, I'm just trying to think of the question that you asked. You said she was.
Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense? Does it make any sense to you that I got somebody that's willing to do the players ball for free? She sends hundreds of dollars to support my platform. She drops gifts, private. Drops hundreds of dollars. She also sends gifts. Noonie drops.
So the question would be, why did you?
So does it make sense, right? That I would just screw them over.
Right. So why would you have done that then? If that's the case, why did you throw them?
Because I saw something. I saw the control method, the method of control with the gifting. I saw you can't control me. I will not be controlled by nobody. I saw the method of control. So somebody asked about Lorenzo. How would I? That's a good. I'm glad you mentioned that. How would I even know that Lorenzo was DMing her? She didn't tell me, huh? How would I know that? How would I know that? Breaking.
I think she told you. She said she told you. Y'all had y'all talk.
No. What she said is she tried to make it seem like I had a problem with Lorenzo. She said he just got a problem with Lorenzo. That's not true. I didn't find out about that until after I did the recap on Lorenzo. She told me that afterwards.
And so, how did that conversation go? That's what I want to know. Because
we were on the phone, and she told me, and I was like, Lorenzo. She said it's several people on TikTok that be in her inbox, and she said Lorenzo was one. The real Cruella. You about to be asking those questions in Braid King Live.
How long was Tangy a part of Bando? How long was Private a part of Bando? And how long was oh good Sunset? I'm so glad you're up here. Kev, can you give her permission to talk to me?
I don't have to give her permission to talk to you.
She said she not answering a fuck thing about y'all.
And I'm not. I'm gonna just say this.
Okay, hold up. The real Cruella. I was trying to be cool, but you ain't finna sass me. You can get your sassy ass back over in Braid King Live. I don't give a damn. Come on the troll page. That's what you do.
I'm going live today. This ain't she not coming to my live. That's Talib. Talib, go back to Susu's. I'll be back in a minute, child. Hey, Sunset. Girl, don't get me, girl. Don't get me, girl. Don't get me.
I'm gonna just say this. This is for everybody. My friendship with Kev is not a TikTok friendship. And so I personally don't operate the way a lot of y'all operate on here. And there is not a friend in my life who I would come and air out any of our personal conversations, what they have said to me, what I have said to. I would never do that to any of my friends. I don't do friendship the way y'all do friendship on this side of the app. So there is not a question that anybody can ask me about Kev that I'm about to answer.
Period. Come on, Bando forever.
That's just what it is.
BD4L.
Hold on, I gotta take care of something real quick.
So did you receive the same images and stuff?
Who wanted the spelling bee? That was Truck God. There was no image. I don't know what you're talking about, Brady.
I was asking her. You don't gotta respond.
Truck God won the spelling bee, $250, but that's not bad for somebody who's broke, huh? And that $250 came out of my pocket.
And also, Sunset Girl, is you vigilante? Girl, just tell me. You ain't think I was going to answer.
King. That's the one question I will answer. I don't like y'all enough, and I don't hate y'all enough to do that.
Girl, a yes or no would do. Are you vigilante?
Like I said, I don't like y'all enough, and I don't hate y'all enough to do that.
Is it you, girl?
I'm not answering no question. This is the thing. I don't care what none of y'all think about me. But you know what though? I actually would like y'all to waste your time and go do your investigating and go find IP, go do all that shit so you can waste your time and go figure out that you was wrong as shit. I implore you all to waste your time on me.
Girl, do you know who vigilante is?
I have an idea of who I think it is.
Okay, who?
Noonie.
So you think it's Dooney?
Yes.
Why?
Well, I pay attention to like when people pop into rooms and then when they suddenly disappear and then when other things come around. And then if you notice the vigilante page comes on and off at certain times, just pay attention. And then
I know she's the Kev GPT page.
And then whenever the vigilante page is mentioned in her space, there's an abrupt stop. Of like, no, I know for a fact. How do you know for a fact? How do you know?
Is there any of those ladies, like I won't ask you questions about Kev because I know not to go down that road then. Is there any of those ladies that you was like more so more weary of than anybody else? Like, did you warn Kev?
Everybody who has left the bando, I have warned Kev about. Every single person.
Every single one of them.
And he don't listen to you when you be telling him?
Oh my God.
Kev, let us have this talk. I can't ask about you. Let me ask her. Nah, what he be saying back? He just be like, oh, it's okay.
No, every single person, and specifically with Private, my exact words to him were, I haven't seen her do anything. I haven't seen her move funny. She hasn't done anything to me. I haven't seen her say anything, but something in my spirit tells me to leave that alone.
He should have listened, Chad. He should have listened.
Those were my exact words.
Should have known.
But the truth was, up until now, I hadn't seen her. There wasn't anything that I could say, oh, she did this. No, it was just something in my spirit.
And see, this is the thing, right? Because this was so, just so scandalous to me about it, right? Because Private and I, we used to sit on the phone for hours.
Hold on, Kev, real quick. The Lurka, I don't care how many pages you come in here with, all of them are getting blocked.
Private and I used to sit on the phone for extensive periods of time, right? There were never any romantic conversations. They were just general conversations to where we just chopped it up, right? And she would caution and admonish and say, well, give her opinion on this, that, and the other. And seeming like the best of friends, right? Just seeming like the most concerning and the best of friends, and Carrie the same, right? Carrie the same. And I had a conversation with Private, and Private told me she said that women of the ladies of the band were talking about going on strike. And I said, who talking about going on strike? And she said, well, I don't want to mention no names. And I said, so Carrie, you sat there? I'm sorry. I said, so Private, you sat there and had a whole conversation with people women striking the bando, and you didn't say nothing? You ain't say nothing to me? Me and you sit on the phone and chop it up, and you ain't say nothing? So I ended the phone call, right? I was like, I just got to go. I'll talk to you later. And so I called Carrie, and I asked Carrie about it. I said, Carrie, you know anything about, people strike, being a striker at the bando? And she said, no, ain't nobody had no conversation with me about that. I said, you sure? And she said, yeah. So I hung up with her. About 15, 20 minutes later, Carrie calls me back. And she said, Kev, all right, about this strike on the bando, throw some names out there. Who was it? I said, you tell me. And she said, no, if you give me a name, I'll tell you if that was the person. And so I tried to throw her off. I said, was it Tangy? She said, no, it wasn't Tangy. And then I said, so was it Private? And Carrie said, yeah, Private said something to me about falling back from the bando. She didn't use the word strike or anything, but but Private used the word strike with me. And she said, yeah, she didn't use the word strike or anything. She just said she was going to take a hiatus, blah, 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 whoop, whoop. And then I started putting two and two together, right? And so I hung up with her. And then so after I hung up with her, Carrie called me back again. And she said, she never said the word strike to you. And this, I said, Carrie, why would you call her and tell her what I just talked to you about? It's like you going back and forth between the two. I said, why would you go back and call Private and tell her what I just talked to you about? The same way she did with Billy. And so I got off the phone. I said, you know what? I don't even want to talk no more. And so I got off the phone with her. I got off the phone with her. And then I started putting two and two together. During the spelling bee, the third round, not this final round, but the week before last or last week, Private kept trying to get up in the panel to join the spelling bee. And I told Private, I said, I can't do that because the spelling bee already started.
We got those screenshots. She posted the entire text thread.
Yeah, and she was insisting on coming up in the box.
Correct.
She even offered to pay me to come up in the box.
We got that part as well.
And I told her no. And that's what it just started to feel controlling. It just started to feel real controlling.
Who do you think was in those screenshots that she sent you? She sent you 2 screenshots of her having conversations with people. She blocked out their names so that you wouldn't see who it was. Who do you think was in those 2 text conversations between her?
I don't even know about the screenshot.
She sent you a screenshot of her having a conversation with 2 people, and she was proving that she wasn't reaching out to people. They was reaching out to her. They said that they felt some type of way about how you went off on Noonie.
And see, you're getting a little ahead of me. Private tried to insist that I apologize to Noonie. And I told her, I'm not apologizing to Noonie. She tried to insist that I apologize to her. I said, I'm not doing that. I said, you can feel how you want to feel. You're welcome to that. Like that. And that, again, that goes to, it started to feel controlling. And then when I started to think about, because just the different way, the conversation just changed over the last couple weeks. And so Carrie said something in one of those other lives where she narrowed down the time frame of when her and Private just started talking on the back end 2 weeks ago, two and a half weeks ago. So how could they have this long drawn out friendship if they just started talking 2.5 weeks ago? 2.5 weeks ago was the last spelling bee when I wouldn't let her come up in the box. 2.5 weeks ago was the spelling bee when I wouldn't let her come up in the box.
Just don't even worry about it, Kev. Go ahead and cue that 1946 music. I think I can't even ask nothing else. So I said, thank y'all. I hope y'all not still on this tomorrow, okay? Get it all out tonight. Okay. Just do everything y'all need to do tonight. I can't do nothing else, okay?
I haven't been on it. I ain't been on it.
So get it all out. Just get it all out.
There's nothing for me to get out.
Braid King sound like
y'all. My sons, y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. I really can't. Kev, I would usually stay more.
I appreciate you being you were respectful about it all, regardless of. Of course. I did hear some of the shit that your ass said.
You know I'm gonna do that every time. I think you be understanding. I got a position. I got a position.
I ain't got no problem chopping it up. You just not gonna. Ain't nobody finna disrespect me and all this other shit. All this other, it ain't happening. Believe what you want to believe. You know, a lot of y'all don't want to believe the truth simply because I'm on the opposite end of the shit. So knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. But when the rubber meets the road and the truth starts to come out, shout out to AJ because AJ been pressing. AJ pressed a couple times. So shout out to AJ. All right, we're gonna run some music and let everybody else get up out of here real quick. Shining